Hey, I'm the Guitar Ninja and welcome to another daily guitar challenge video. Today we're going to have a go at a neoclassical piece. So neoclassical is simply where we take classical music and make it sound like it's mixed with rocky metal. So basically classical music with distortion. It sounds awesome. So we're going to have a go at a little neoclassical piece that I've written. We are going to work with a lot of legato. This is double hammer-ons and double pull-offs in today's video. So this one's a slightly more advanced one than the last couple, but let's just give it a go. You will also need an electric guitar for this, and having some distortional gain will make your life a lot easier. The reason we're going to need an electric is we're going to be playing all the way up around 17th fret at one point. So trying that with an acoustic, you're going to be reaching around the body. Yeah, not fun. Okay, let's just jump into having a look at what this is. So legato is shown with a curved arrow over the notes that we're playing. So we're only going to pick the first note under each curved line, basically. So we're going to start with our little finger on 15, our ring finger on 14, and our index finger on 12, because all three of those notes are under one arch, so we need them all ready. We're going to pick the 15, and then we're going to do a double pull-off. So pull off with a little, then with the ring. So if I make sure I've got some sound, that's the idea, and then we're going to play the same thing on the string above. Then we're going to bring our index up to the 14th fret, and we're going to do 14, 15, 17 as a hammer-on, and repeat that on the string below. Then we're going to do the first bit again, and there's the door. Sorry about that, I just had a salesman knock at the door, just distracted everything and threw it off. So let's recap on what we've got so far. So we've got the double pull-off run, then the double hammer-ons, then the first bit again, then we're going to play 14th fret on the second string. I'm going to use my third finger and we're going to play that twice. Ooh, and catch a string apparently. So that is our first half. That, just so we're clear, when we're using this with a metronome, we're going to do triplets and then single notes for those that are going to last the whole click. So if we were doing this with a metronome, I'm just going to vocalize it very poorly to start with. So it'd be like click, 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 click. So notice how those two 14s are a single click by themselves, whereas the hammer-ons are one click per three notes. So the plectrum's going to be in time with the metronome. Simple as that. Okay, let's get into the second half then. So the second half we're going to do, we're going to come up to that 17, 15 and 14 shape. And we're going to start by doing some pull-offs of the same shapes again on both strings. Then we're going to move back to the 15, 14 and 12 position, and we're going to pull off of these. So it's just pull-offs, keep going. Now we've got one more set of pull-offs, but the shapes are going to be slightly different this time. So we've got 14, 12 and 10, then 14, 12 and 11 on the next string. So, and notice how that's more than one finger per fret. That's the fingering choice that I've got. You could try that, but I prefer this. And to get that comfy, I do find that my thumb comes higher up than I would normally suggest, but it just helps on this one. But as long as it's ahead of the index finger, we're fine. And then, just like we did with the first section where we played 14 twice, we're going to play 12 twice. So one full run through this. Okay, so it's a pretty tricky exercise if you're not used to legato. If you are, it's about those finger stretches, the changing of fingers and the shapes and positions can make this a bit tricky, but let's start at 80 BPM and speed this up. Because we're working in triplets straight away, it does mean that this is going to get fast a lot quicker. So I think instead of changing between eighth notes and quarter notes and things like that, we're going to stick with just doing this on the click at the beginning of each triplet. And we might start going up in just fives instead of tens once we'll see how it starts. Anyway, let's give this a go. So 80 BPM. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so that's it at 80 BPM. I think that's already quite fast, so let's do 80 one more time. 1, 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so I'm definitely going to put this down as a far more advanced one. We'll go up in just 5s and see how fast we get. So 85. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, that's 85. Let's try it now at 90. 1, 2, 3, and. Even I played a bad note already. That's a bit slow for that. 95. 1, 2, 3, and. Ah! Okay, this guitar's cutting out, so what I'm going to do... Shut up, metronome! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out the guitar because I've got a bit of dust in my volume pot. So what should we go for? Let's go for trusty red. Never unplug when your guitar is switched on. I mean amp, not guitar. You know what I mean. Right, guitar swap. Whoop. Let's go for trusty red. Happy days. Okay, now swapped guitars, 95. Let's go. Ow, 1, 2, 3, and. There we go. Let's try 100 BPM now. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, I see myself making mistakes quite early in this one. 105. 1, 2, 3, and. That was really sloppy, but hey, let's go 110. I'm sure I can get it. 1, 2, 3, and. This one's a really challenging one. 1, 2, 3, and. Cool, it's resetting and getting into those neck shapes. 120 BPM. 1, 2, 3, and. One 25. 1, 2, 3, and. One 30. 1, 2, 3, and. One 35. 1, 2, 3, and. Let's try 140. Ah, not 215, 140. There we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and. Woo! 145. 1, 2, 3, and. There is quite a difference in 5 BPM with triplets. 1, 2, 3, and. Very unsmooth. In fact, that's 150. It's a ballpark. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, and. That's better. 155. 1, 2, 3, and. 160. 1, 2, 3, and 165. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do that again because I missed a few. 1, 2, 3, and still missed a couple on that last legato, but 170. 1, 2, 3, and oh, 1, 2, 3, and that was better. 175. 1, 2, 3, and I'm struggling to get that 10th fret on the first string. 180. 1, 2, 3, and that was better. 185. 1, 2, 3, and it's getting sloppy now. 190. 1, 2, 3, and oh, that was so close. 1, 2, 3, and oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to give myself that one just so I can go faster. 195. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 200 BPM. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and okay, 205. 1, 2, 3. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3. Go. 1, 2, 3, and 210 to finish. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and couldn't get much more messy. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, and come on! 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think I'm going to grind this a bit more off of the video now because I don't want to bore you with it, but that 210 I feel is out of reach, but it's not that far out of reach. So I want to grind this and try and get that 210 for myself. I'm not going to bore you with that in the video. Whew! Let me know in the comment section below what speeds you managed to reach. If you struggled in the first place to get these triplets, by all means get the tab, get these notes to memory, and have a go with even slower BPMs to start with. 80 was quite a speed to jump into this if you've not done legato before. So yeah, by all means, pardon me, by all means try this even slower. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below your maximum speed. Give us that thumbs up. Subscribe for more daily guitar challenges if you haven't already. Consider checking out the Guitar Ninja Academy and the other bits and bobs, all the links below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in a new video tomorrow. Bye!